Oh.
There you go. So the ADOs is a little bit different. This is gonna be a little bit harder, but it's fun because you get to do a nice little outside sweep. So you're gonna go up, you're gonna cross in after that first cone and do a U-turn, cross again, and then go all the way around. It looks a little difficult, but you can use all the space you have as long as you're in between the cones. But the 8 looks fun, so. Okay. Try your best. Remember, we're gonna do this 5 times, so the first one's getting used to the pattern, second one's getting used to it, third one, now you're starting to be like, okay, I wanna get some speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So go ahead and just do your thing. Start up.
Do you turn here?
Yeah. And if you need to, use all the room you need. It's okay. So if you go wide, no,
we're gonna redo this. We're gonna redo this.
Okay.
Because I almost went the wrong way too.
Okay. So remember to use all the space you need for that. Yeah, this is the part where it starts getting a little bit harder.
That one's not going in the video.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
So if you want to, like, come over here and then like go real wide, as long as you're before that cone, and then make that turn. Yeah, so use as much room as you need. There you go. And use all of this space to make that turn in before that cone. You got it. That's fine, that's fine. Keep going, keep going. Now go all the way around.
Wait. Pause.
Yeah, okay. So that's why the first time
so then
you would go like this.
Okay.
You want to try again?
Yes, this one is also not going in the video.
Okay.
We can't make me look too bad.
There you go. Use all the space you need. You got it.
Oh.
There you go. No, perfect, perfect. You did exactly what you're supposed to do. You straightened up the handlebars, you pulled in the clutch, and you applied the brakes. So go ahead and we'll do this. What happened on that? Did you accidentally give it too much throttle?
Yeah, and I wasn't holding onto the clutch. I was turning the bars, so then I like twisted.
Okay, sometimes that happens, especially on right-handed turns, because then you're kind of like doing this and then your hand accidentally does that. That's perfectly fine. I'm proud of you for straightening it up and pulling in the clutch, because that could have been into the bush. Perfectly fine. So we're gonna restart. And so on this last part, having to cut it in so hard, I like to go all the way out as much as I can and then come back in.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna try that one more time. We're gonna do a U-turn. You're still in first gear, I think.
Yeah.
So keep that pulled in, and then you're gonna go ahead and do the engine. So if you want, go ahead and paddle walk it so that you're straight. So, yeah, there you go. Very good. No, that's exactly what happens sometimes. You handled it.
Okay, this is gonna be a good one, I promise.
That's fine. So you're gonna come in through here, and if you want, like, shoot out way over here and do a really wide U-turn to make that. As long as you're before these cones. So go nice and wide in between. There you go. There you go. Look where you want to go. You'll make it. You'll make it. Keep going. Now, once you pass this cone, turn left. And you're going to go all the way around all the cones and then exit out. All right, you did it. Let's see if we can do it 4 more times. Yeah, finally, we can see if we can do it 4 more times. You know, we'll do 3 times because you've already done two or three practice runs. We'll do it 2
but
more
those are
times.
not going in. Those are not going in.
Yeah. It's fine.
No.
So nice wide on this last one right here. There you go, turn. And just look, there you go, look through the turn. Much smoother. Once you pass this one, turn left and go around everything. So if you notice, since now you're going around everything, you could probably pick up the speed a little bit since it's a nice wide arc instead of like a sharp turn. And then you can go right through it at the end and then do a U-turn to come back out. Very good. All right, 32 seconds. Let's see if we can get 29 seconds on this one. So the first figure 8 part, you're gonna do it like you did, but then once you pass through here and go all the way around, that's when you can pick up some speed. So the first part, nice and slow. And then just make sure you're looking all the way through the turn. There you go, look, 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 good. And then now, you can pick up some speed once you get through there, because you're just going a wide arc. .31, close enough, still faster. All right, so I want you to park it right here. And then go ahead and shut it off. Do the whole process. Very good. All right, so the first one, you went a little wide and then you wanted to restart. Second one, or the first one, you kind of forgot the design.
Yeah.
Second one, you went wide. Third one, you almost crashed into me.
Okay.
So, and that's fine. So what happened on some of those, do you think?
I wasn't going wide enough. I was scared of falling over, and then I was not keeping my wrist strong enough when going around it, so it made me mess with the throttle.
Okay, but you remembered to straighten the handlebars and pull them.
Yeah.
So that's very important, because that can happen, is especially if somebody's learning how to ride, is they're accidentally going to.
What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Turn that down just a little bit. That's better. 43. Hey, it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. Oh, I forgot to get the other lights on. I'll be right back. 1 second. What is up? Need to trim the beard a little bit. It's a little dark today. Yeah, Saturday. So we're doing this Saturday. I've had a pretty intense week. So, what was it, last Thursday? What do we get? So basically, my dog Stella has had colitis for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and it's been a lot. I'm exhausted. I've been having to keep up with that, pooping and everything. She's pooping. Basically turned in, I think it's like Giardia, so I don't know how she got that. But she's on some meds right now. So she's doing a lot better now. Let's look at the schedule here. Yeah. $20 super chat. The Rider of Lifetime. I learned so much from watching your videos and enjoy them. Love you, dude. Hey, thank you so much. The Ride of a Lifetime. Appreciate the $20. I keep forgetting that's the donation. The Ultimate Warrior. That was back in the day. Yeah, long weekend. A lot of stress. But hey, we're here now. And a lot of new things have been popping up. I got some new ideas for a few things. But the main thing here is that the new booklet, the Smart Rider Games booklet, is coming in. I still have to get the shipping confirmation, but they said by the end of the month. End of the month. So if you ordered one of these, thank you for the pre-order. It was supposed to be middle of the month. It should have been already. But I'm assuming one more week I'll be getting them in and then shipping them out. So hopefully I'll be getting them in by Friday, because I'll be heading out of town next Friday. And but if anything, when I get back, I'm gonna be shipping a lot of these booklets. I got some cones and everything, so that's happening. We're gonna probably get some new people on a Saturday than we typically do on a Thursday or Friday, so this will be interesting. 46 of you in here. Danger Davis, how you doing? Annie Ware, Crockett's Adventures. I haven't Horovac. I recognize Harry. Probably mentioned something yesterday when I posted this. Where am I going? Sedona. Same here, my girlfriend and I broke up 2 days ago. It was 5 years, so I'm needing some throttle therapy, but it's windy and cold, and damn, 5 years. A long time. A long time. Sorry to hear, man. Damn. How do I get that booklet? Links in the chat, very top. Links in the chat. Comes with QR codes for the drills. Damn, that's a long time, dude. Sorry to hear. It's a lot of memories. A lot of memories. You have the old booklet. Can I trade it? No. The new booklets, I like it a lot because it's but I think it's an easier design to follow through on. I'm just kind of like looking at it. I love it. Oh, that's the old one. I'm looking at the old one. Yes, it's so nice. SV Firefly, found your channel a few days ago and love all the great info and the positive attitude you show. Can't wait to binge all your videos. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 20. Sorry, I just got like a little distracted with this. That's going on right now. We're gonna be heading into the classroom real soon. There's 50 of you in here. 17 likes. You guys know how this goes. We have to hit that like button to sign into class. We're gonna be going over some crashes and close calls. Today. But the videos and stuff, the content that I'm wanting to build out when it comes to the new drills, the new things, is that it's gonna be more on bike. So I really want to lean into the mentorship part of the Smart Rider principles. And it's one thing to like teach people how to be mentors. It's another thing to be creative and try to be your mentor through your phone. It's so hard to do. But it's fun. It's fun getting creative with that. And I have some ideas on how to get that done. Slowly but surely, we're going to get there. Which one should you get? What do you mean? The booklet? I would get the brand new Smart Rider drills. Or not Smart Rider drills, Smart Rider games. Smart Rider games. I think I might change up. I mean, I like the front, but I think I need to take off the practice, play, improve. I think I need to do that. Whatever. $35. There's a $20 digital one, but you can get 15% off if you use game time as the discount code. But yeah, the $35 one, and that comes with the digital. So if you get that, you're automatically get the digital too. Still a bit chilly. Very nice. Hey man, how's the Continental GT 650 as a beginner bike? 650. That's pretty good. I mean, all bikes are, as long as the ergonomics are good, you can reach the handlebars, the levers, and the primary controls pretty well. It does what it needs to do for you. I mean, like bikes are bikes, cars are cars. It's all what you're going to use it for. Take your time. If it's a powerful vehicle, take your time learning it. I mean, it's just like with anything you do in life. I know a lot of people are like, well, I want recommendations. I'm not sticking you up. It's, because I would prefer if somebody would just tell me what to get, on something so I don't have to think. But some of the questions that are important are like, what are you going to use it for? It might be too much or too little bike. You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to use it 80% of the time for? And does it fit you? Like a small truck would not fit like a 6'5" guy. You know what I mean? You might have to get a bigger truck, even though you just needs a truck. And so also ergonomics, same thing. Are you too big or too small for that vehicle? I don't know. I look at like, I don't know. I'm not like, motorcycles are motorcycles to me. I'm terrible at that. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Sunday rides. Okay. So something that you're only going to, I mean, you don't want to spend a ton of money on something you're only going to use once a week. You know what I mean? And honestly, just moving from point A to point B on two wheels that is reliable. Like, that's how I'm starting to think, right? That's how I'm thinking right now. Like, what's something that's reliable that if I leave in the garage for a week straight, it won't be an issue. And if I'm gone 1 week, so that means it's 2 weeks straight. So I'm thinking like fuel stabilizers here and there, maybe a battery tender. And like, so I'm thinking that way, right? And it's like, well, if I'm going to go out for a Sunday ride, do I want something that's super aggressive that I can go crazy on? But I mean, that means I'm going to be like kind of rusty after not riding it for a week, or something just kind of chill. I could just hop on, not worry about it. It's not a high performance machine that something breaks and it's like expensive to repair. Maybe it's just something that's used, clunky. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, that's how I'm starting to go. And it's like, well, maybe I want to like go on or off road. I want that option. So a dual sport might be a thing. But it's like, no, I just want to like ride to the store, get some coffee, kind of like leisurely ride. Or stop overthinking things like Dan. Yeah, you can start doing that. I do that for big purchases, though. You know what I mean? That's how I do it for big purchases. I don't want to like regret, you know? Yeah, cafe racers are fun. Oh, you would love that. I made my Sportster a cafe racer. Cafe Sportster. 28 likes, guys. We're gonna get started. You know, let's just head in the classroom. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's go in the classroom, and then we'll get started on some crashes and close calls. All right, I'm gonna take the elevator. I'll see you guys there. Hey, we got pizza today. Happy Pizza Saturday. That was me and Brooke. Taught her how to basically do some of the Smart Rider games and then ride in the neighborhood for the first time in under like 3 hours. That was like a good session to kind of like get me in the mindset of like, yeah, this is like what I'm able to teach can get people on the road quickly. Who's Brooke? Ex's daughter. This was filmed a while ago. 17-year-old, great, very smart, barrel racing, has some experience in a few other things. She's just very quick learner. It was really awesome. She did great. There's a whole playlist on that if you guys want to check that out. Make sure I got the pen. Yeah, I've got the pen right there. Very good. But I would love to teach some more people. I'm thinking about doing like a local thing. Problem is like either they have to bring their bike or we have to use mine, and I don't want mine damaged. Yeah, United States, but the digital is international. People have been asking about international, but like the pricing plan on that stuff and the hassle, it was so hard. I had it open for international for like 6 months once. Like 10 sales international. But I want to open it up because it's for booklets. In fact, let's just go take a look at it. What would it take? What would it take to open it? Shipping and delivery. I would have to look into it a little bit more. Probably would have to talk to someone about it. It's a lot. You can get the digital. The digital will be instant. The digital will be is international. You could try that. All right, I got these drill booklets I got to ship out. Let's try that. Yeah, we're going to get started real soon, guys. Real soon. A little bit easier this morning. Hope you guys are getting some stuff done, maybe doing some laundry. Put this on the background. You trying to convince your mom to let you say yes? Oh, that's a tough one, dude. You're definitely going to have to like get some training to really persuade her, because the main thing for that no is fear. So that's a tough one. There we go. 64 of you guys in here. I'm from Canada. I had to buy a digital one too. Yeah, I really want to get it. I'll look into it, guys, because books are pretty easy for the most part. It's just that it takes forever for shipping. Some people get mad when all of a sudden it's like held up for like 3 weeks. It's like, what the heck? But I think you guys deal with that all the time with international stuff. All right, guys, let's get some energy. Let's get going. Make sure you guys grab a slice of pizza. We're going to move into here. So 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman here. We're going to be going over some crashes and close calls with this new MotoStars video. So speed wobbles, dumped the bike, he didn't have any gloves. But we're going to be utilizing, let's go ahead and pause that. We're going to be utilizing the plan method, okay? So that we're going to be positioning for safety, locating hazard situations, assessing relevant threats, and navigating active ones. So positioning, this is how we start off. We're going to be behind a vehicle, side of the vehicle, whatever it is. Let's go and bring that back up. Locate hazardous stuff like intersections, corners, any relevant threats, left turners, side of the vehicle, and then navigating with the swerve, emergency braking, or emergency acceleration. Get out of that situation into your escape route. So we're going to utilize that and try to apply it to this and see what happened here. So intersections, corners. It's a hazardous situation. Watch out for any sharper turns. Road surface hazards. Okay, so we dumped the bike right there. So what happened? I know MotoStars was talking, but he was just kind of explaining the situation. So let's go ahead and take a look at this part right here. I want to look at his right hand. So there's that right hand. You could be trail braking a little bit. You can see it. So let's go ahead and do this. You can see the right hand. And so what I'm concerned is that we started going a little bit too wide and we smashed that front brake. So we lost traction. Okay, we might have done that. Dumped the bike, got a little wide. There's some gravel on the road. So we're talking about road surface hazards, talking about too much front brake. But how did we get to this edge right here and then too much front brake? It's probably because we're going too fast for the corner right here in our skill set. So 86.
For this biker.
I'm assuming that's kilometers per hour. I don't know.
Be a reminder of why it's important.
A little too fast for this person's skill set, and that's really what it is. Because you could be going this speed, and you're like, I can handle this. But if you're a brand new rider or you don't have the skill set, it's too fast for you. So slow it down. So we get up to here, hit the gravel, slam the front brake, dump the bike. And this is why as smart riders we acquire and use personal protective equipment. So how can we prevent this from happening? Well, first and foremost, slow it down a little bit. You can always add speed later. Just be very careful with that, because then you don't have to worry about having to not put enough brake pressure, not having to worry about the gravel on the side of the road. You're able to just modulate yourself through the turn, okay? Just like if you're in a car. You don't want to be going too fast and be like, well, how do I prevent myself from crashing to the side of the wall? Don't go as fast. It's not, here's how you apply the brakes better, here's how you turn better. It's like, don't go as fast, and then you'll start to get better at your turning, so you're having to make it through. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Okay, side of the vehicle, intersections. Remember, we're locating hazardous situations, assessing if it's a threat. Oh, please stay up. He's going to hit a rock pretty hard, I bet. And here we go. We dumped the bike. So he's got gloves. That's good. 2 different bikers. So was there a passenger? 'Cause there's this and that. Let's take a look at this, okay? So we don't get to see the moment. We don't get to see like how this kind of started off. So it looks like we're already in a swerve. We're in the middle turn lane. It's kind of interesting. We swerved hard left into the turn lane. That person's in the turn lane. I don't know why we didn't stay straight. You know what I mean? In that lane. So when I say stay straight, we could have stayed in this lane. We are in the middle turn lane. That does like this, you know? This person's turning this way. They're already out of that lane. So I don't know how we got to this point. Maybe we were going really fast. Usually people don't want to point out that they're going fast before something like this. But this is what you call side of the vehicle. So at intersections, when somebody is coming out like this in front of you, like we're supposed to be over here, it's pretty scary. So we always look for these sides of the vehicles. And when we see that, it means it's an intersection. Somebody's possibly going to come out. So what you want to do is apply good progressive brake pressure if somebody starts peeking out, and then start looking for that escape path. So the reason why you're applying progressive brake pressure is going to put weight on that front tire, which is going to get more traction on the front tire. We're not trying to stop, or we're trying to like slow down as much as we can, because we're probably not going to be able to stop in time, but we're going to have enough traction on that front tire and some weight on that. And then the moment we see an escape, which is going to be probably behind the vehicle, more than likely behind the vehicle, especially if they're this far out, go for that escape. Either accelerate through or coast through it with your slower speed because you're applying the brakes. How we got here, I don't know. And this is where, if we get to this point, we really have to swerve right. So we swerved left. We have to swerve right really hard. Looks like he tried and maybe lost traction on that rear tire. And now we're off on the side of the road. So overall, can't really see much outside of what happened afterwards. Keep both hands on the handlebars. Okay. We have a turn coming up. Small turn. Oh, road surface. Yeah. Yeah, so when you see like discoloration in the road like this, stay on the part that looks pretty smooth. This is all repair. You don't want to ride on the repair part because it's probably going to be bumpy. So as soon as we do that, hit the repair part, that's what happens. On cars, not a big deal. You have 4 tires. Motorcycles, you have a problem.
Treating public roads like a racetrack often lead to serious consequences, and that's
so not a lot of runoff. People are going all over the side of the road. We're speeding. We have a sharp left turn coming up. Okay. That person was not paying attention to that sharp left turn. And then we hit the road surface hazard on the ground. So remember what I talked about, like if you're a car, like how do we prevent ourselves from crashing to the side of the wall? And it's not about having better braking. It's about not going as fast. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. And this is actually a pretty good thumbnail. Let's go ahead and do that. Good enough. Overall, terrible. Terrible situation. Hopefully the bike is fine. The guy, hopefully, is fine too. Thing destroyed. Side airbags went off. You guys good? I don't know. All right, brand new ZX10RR wrecks after speed wobble at 100 miles per hour. Speed wobbles, what's happening there? Suspension's doing this. Handlebars are doing this then. And then you lose control. And then hopefully he got ran over, I think, in the back of that. So don't speed, because your suspension and tires are only rated for a certain speed, basically. And especially at these consumer bikes. I get it. It's a double R, so it's a race ready. But on racetracks, you're not having like reflectors and road surface hazards on the ground. So once you hit something like that, especially at that speed, it's going to do this, okay? And then the handlebars are going to do this. And then you're going to do this. And the bike's going to go crazy and it's going to fall down, okay? So that's where steering dampeners really help, or dampers, whatever. They help out because then they can help kind of dampen that movement. Tire damage could cause this. You can actually do it yourself if you want to. Overall, terrible situation to be in. Don't speed. He probably hit one of those reflectors on the ground. Probably hit one of those. Sharp right turn. Very good. Handled the turn. Now we're going to go ahead and get some speed. Pretty fast for second gear. Pretty cool. But we have a turn right here, so what are you going to do? So going a little too fast before the turn. The right can't stand still. Welcome, welcome. So, made that turn pretty good. Now we're gonna get up to speed. And by up to speed, I mean we're speeding. We have a sharp turn right here. We weren't paying attention. So now we have to apply the brakes really hard, progressive braking to make this turn. Does not have enough total stopping distance or total slowing down distance to make it. And then now we're gonna go ahead and high side over. So we locked up the tires and it flipped over. So slow it down. Kind of put yourself in that situation by speeding up way too hard.
I'm good.
Way too hard.
I'm good. Okay.
Buddy checking up on him. Okay, very nice. Made a mistake and was arrogant and paid price. My knee hurts, but ultimately it could have been worse. All right. Oh. Very close. Okay. Slow it down. We're going through traffic pretty hard and pretty fast. Oh. Wasn't paid.
God damn it.
Left knee hurt or right knee?
Well, karma's a...
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, kind of zigzagging through. Didn't see that right there. So pay attention, look forward. If you're having a rush looking left to make sure you can go right,
Damn it.
you're going too fast. So his foot got caught, you see his shoes off.
Well,
Probably right knee hurts. Yeah, that could have been painful for his ankle. So pay attention. Just kind of wait in traffic, not a big deal. Okay, here we go.
A valuable lesson and found out what is important to be a bit more cautious during a speeding.
Yeah, a little fast. Oh, got lucky. Slow it down now, okay? We're at that point. So when we talk about planning our ride, right? Okay, we're locating hazard situations. We're positioned for safety. Lane filtering, lane splitting. Can't really position too much. You can only go straight. You can't swerve left and right. Locating hazard situations. It is a hazard situation, lane splitting, because you have a lot of issues like this, where somebody will go into this open spot. Okay, we have this big open lane. You can't see it until last second. Somebody's going to turn into that spot, which is going to cut off your path of travel. Big problem, especially if you're going too fast, because your total stopping distance isn't going to be that great. So you're going to have to swerve left or right, but you can't because you have vehicles. You can only accelerate through or apply the brakes and hope for the best. So you got very lucky right here, able to swerve because you do have that open space too. But now look at, if you're going too fast, you're going to run into the back of that white vehicle. You have to swerve back into that small little escape path. So it looks like he's got some skill, but I don't know if he got hit. Probably not. Probably applied the rear tire or rear brake a little bit too hard, lost traction, started doing this a little bit. Very lucky the bike stayed up and he didn't crash into another vehicle when he was stabilizing. So at this point, check your pants, slow it down. Okay, slow it down. Pay attention now. You got lucky. That should be an omen. Oh.
Information actually.
Ran over that person. So the person in front of us has to swerve hard left. I don't know why that person fell off. Were they doing wheelies? Looks like wheelies. Yeah, that person fell off. Gets run over by this motorcyclist. Hits them, but they should be fine. So when it comes to rescuing, guys, remain calm for yourself. That's what they're doing. And they're going to ensure their own safety. That's what they're doing right there. And then we have to stop any major bleeds. So if there was like any, like a broken bone, external bleeding, let's try to stop those major bleeds, especially if it's like red, like bright red. That's when we have issues with arterial. Even if it's just pouring out, tourniquet, pack the wound, or apply pressure. Do what you can. So overall, that's terrible. Most British crash you'll ever see.
We have to do things on private courses, but I like.
Oh, dump the clutch. Pop my back. So, how did that happen? We have our left hand on the clutch, and then we let it go, which causes to jerk forward. You are going to do that when you're a brand new rider. So just be prepared for that, but keep the handlebars straight. That's basically what happened. So overall,
sorry, I was looking that way.
Kind of sucks.
The back of your car. For your sake.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Oh, good job with the braking. A little bit of an endo.
Did you see me?
Maybe that person hit.
Stoppy.
It did a stoppy. Okay, not endo. Did a little stoppy. All right, so we're coming up to here. So when I talk about positioning for safety, right? This is what I'm talking about. So when we talk about planning, position for safety, especially if we're behind a vehicle, I like to be off to the sides. Okay. So if this vehicle stopped on us hard, it would be very quick swerve to the right. But we have to be paying attention, especially if we're not, having a good space cushion. So right here, this person stopped. Instead of us trying to stop, you go for an escape because you're not going to be able to stop in time. Keep a good space cushion. Keep a good space cushion because then that gives you a good total stopping distance. So if you don't have a good total stopping distance, you're going to have to do something like a swerve. Okay. So there's that right there. It's a little impact. Thankfully, it wasn't anything too major. We could have slowed down a little bit and then swerved last second.
Stoppy.
All right,
If
Dr.
you look
Venom.
close, you will see that the biker lost control of his bike after hitting something in the middle of the lane.
Oh, hit something in the middle of the lane. So a little road surface hazard. Can't see much of what. Oh, there it is. Looks like a sign, yeah. Oof. So if you see anything uncommon, swerve around it as best you can. You only go down when you're too confident. Okay. Like this, you're gonna low side. There it is. There's the low side. Oh. Lucky. Yeah, swerving in and out of traffic, or not in traffic, but in and out of like parking lots and everything. Really only want to do that when you have the Smart Rider drills. Guys, or the Smart Rider games, we have the new games. It has the instructions. It has all these new drills inside of it. And it has the rule set. So go ahead and start practicing. Links in the description for this. You get a discount if you use code GAMETIME. But have fun doing that. Don't do this where you're going in and out, going nuts. I get it. Like our buddies are like right there, right? And there's the low side. So what happens there is that there's gravel, there's going to be paint, there's going to be issues. This looks like it's Florida. It's like a lot of fun, but have injuries too.
I'm a rider, so I know exactly. See, that's exactly when I look at my bike when I fall. I don't even look at my leg. I look at my bike. I look at my bike when I damage. I'm okay.
To save this,
Nothing's leaking though, right? You're good? Nah, I'm good.
Okay, here we go.
even though the rider kept a safe distance from the car in front, it still wasn't enough to stay fully safe.
Okay, good space cushion up front. What happened here? Something come out of the back of the bed and hit him? Yeah. Watch out for that. Watch out for stuff falling out of trucks. I don't like staying behind gravel trucks and stuff like that for that reason. All right, Don Pepito. That's the name of the guy. Somebody gonna run into the back of him? Hope not. I see shadows behind him, so then there's a vehicle there. They're gonna bump into. If the shadow's moving, yep. There's the bump. Yeah. So I was looking at the shadow back there. Dude wasn't paying attention. Somehow I didn't see him either. So inattentional blindness is a problem. Is a problem. Yeah, you gotta be paying attention. His van is too heavy. Yeah, be careful. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing, Jennifer? All right. So we have an intersection here. Let's see what's happening. We're in slow motion for some reason. So we're gonna make a left-handed turn. Not a big deal. Oh, that's why. That fall off the truck. So good job with the swerve. Handled it. Biseptic vlogs. Okay, left turn at intersection once again.
The drivers didn't like
Plan.
this past him.
You're right.
He decided to
Ooh.
get back at them. Sure, one of
So
the
don't do this.
drivers.
So it's supposed to be a
like
left-handed turn. We're gonna cut in front of
He
people.
decided to get back at them by making the ride more difficult. This whole situation perfectly shows how pointless and senseless road aggression really is.
Yeah, road rage is pretty senseless and everything, but like, yeah, that guy shouldn't be doing that in the vehicle. Should not be doing that, but we're also doing stupid stuff. So everyone's being dumb right now. You're not gonna win that fight either. You're not gonna win that fight. So as motorcyclists, guys, let's not do this. Let's not cut in front of people. We're escalating like a normal situation by cutting in front of everyone. Now they're escalating this. Now we're escalating. Everyone's just gonna keep escalating until what happens? Somebody gets hurt. There's really no point. Because I don't think these motorcyclists are going to follow or go the same route. You know what I mean? Multiple intersections, multiple roundabouts. There's no reason to even be doing this. Yeah, see, like, we have you on camera. This is what I don't get. Is that, like, yeah, we have you on camera as the motorcyclist, but he's not going to show the cops. And he's not showing anything. Right? So, I mean, it only really works that if you have people on camera is if you aren't doing something, you know, illegal yourself. It only works that way. Because you're not going to rat yourself out and rat your friends out. This isn't self-defense. Yeah, none of this is self-defense. It's like you guys are all agitating each other. You'd get in trouble too. Okay, so we're riding around through here. Side of the pedestrian. Lots of traffic. Okay, not a big deal. That person was already... They're already in there. We haven't crossed into the intersection. They're already in the intersection. Guys, you need to slow it down and relax.
What? You look right, you nutter!
They're already in the intersection. We weren't. We accelerated into them. You start to see these things, but at the time, you don't really pay attention to like what you're doing. That's an open lane pattern. That's good. It's a good example of that. So open lane pattern, big long line right here, open lane right here. People are going to want to go into this open line. Just like if there's two lines at the grocery store, one of them's going faster than the other, people are going to start going to that line. Simple as that. That's exactly what's happening. So when you see that as a motorcyclist, a big open lane, just assume a vehicle is going to come out and possibly hit us. That's why we have to be covering our brakes, paying attention to that, okay? If you're on the lookout for it, you're going to see it. And that's one of the big issues with inattentional blindness is a lot of car drivers aren't on the lookout for motorcyclists, so they don't see motorcyclists. They're on the lookout for other cars. And even then, sometimes a lot of people don't even look out for things. They just try to figure out how they can drive their vehicle and not crash instead of looking for other vehicles on the road. Those are usually the worst drivers. The ones that are actually really good are looking for everything. Pedestrians, road surface hazards, motorcyclists, cars, everything. Signage. Those are the good drivers. And the ones that actually know how to drive their vehicle. Here, if for motorcyclists, we need to be looking out for patterns. We need to be looking out for all these. This is the next level where we're seeing like this open lane. We're seeing side of the vehicles. We're seeing a curve coming up. We're able to navigate these things. We have to be paying attention. So focus, focus, focus. You'll see it ahead of time, and so then you can apply the brakes before you even get close to it. Okay, illegal, I guess. I don't know. But still, moving on. Okay, we're going to get off here. Very good.
I just found on my tire. Check this out.
Okay.
My bike starts acting weird, and look, there's a freaking nail in my tire. Look at this. You guys see this?
Good thing he pulled over.
Dude,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah, you're
Wow.
going to get a new tire now.
You gotta be kidding me, dude. This could have just made me crash.
Yeah, thankfully you didn't crash, though, so very nice. All right, guys, with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe. We have one more video on this live stream. And check out the store for the Smart Rider games. I'll see you then. Whew. I don't know. Maybe Saturdays are tough. Like, I am, like, low energy today. There's not that many people, too. Usually, yeah, it's a little cold. I brought it in on Friday. Usually we're a little bit more people. Yeah, we're good. How you doing, Johnny? We got one more. Serving us, yeah, leftover pizza. How you doing, Blade? How you doing? Yeah, I just had a rough week. Your husband learned a lot about riding safely from me, Jennifer. Nice. Uh-oh. What happened here? There we go. Wasn't it live on Thursday sometime? Yeah, we switched it to Fridays. We're switching it to Fridays at 11 a.m. This way I can focus on a little bit more work. Thursday. What did you miss? You missed one video. We have another video. Just make sure you have the brakes and handling to keep up as well, building up the confidence with practice. Yeah, exactly. You're right. 2 truths, basically, like multiple truths. Yeah, I know, right, Horvath? I want to go for a ride, but I ate too much. Now I want to nap. We had nice weather here today. Just came back home after burning some gas and 200 kilometers in the Alps. Very nice. Had to focus on work too, still watching the show, but usually from recording. Okay. Yeah, guys, we're just going to power through this one. My back. No Zins. I quit Zins. I have these things called Alpha. They're just like nootropic stuff. So GABA and Alpha GPC and tyrosine. How long should you ride on a plug for? I wouldn't recommend a plug at all for motorcycles, but the plug would be just enough to get you to get a new tire. Tobacco free, yeah. Nicotine free. CCs matter on bikes, but as important as engine design, my V4 750cc was terrifyingly fast compared to my 900cc V-twin. Yes. All right, guys, we're going to jump into this one. Not the same amount of people as a Thursday or Friday. That's fine. I think people have stuff to do on Saturdays. I think people check in when they're supposed to be working. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and hit that record button. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman here. We're going to be going over this Motostars video. Looks pretty injured. Same thing there. So we're going to probably have to go over rescue. But if you want to practice your slow speed maneuvers and your slow speed skills, you're getting ready for the test. Maybe you're about to take an MSF class. Go ahead and grab the Smart Rider Games. This is a new booklet that I have out. If you notice, some of the same drills from the Smart Rider drills, but some different ones on top of it. Has a game structure, okay? So you're going to be playing a game, and every single QR code on the bottom will take you to the video of me demonstrating it. There is a digital version that comes with the physical version. There's also just the digital version. So check it out. Links in the description. It's going to help you out. You're going to get way better at riding a motorcycle, especially if you're a brand new rider, even as an experienced rider. With that said, let's go and jump into this one.
Hey everyone, in today's
Dr.
episode,
Twist.
a bunch of unexpected
Sharp left turn coming up.
that these
Cars looks like
face.
cars
I
are
hope you
going
learn
pretty fast
something
here
from this,
too.
So check this out then.
I think we're riding with a little group. Oh, a little too fast. Okay, pay attention to what's ahead. You got road surface stuff. Slow it down, remain calm, ensure on safety. We're pulled off to the side, very nice. We have side airbags. Anybody still inside? No. Vehicle did its job. That sucks. Make sure you get that for the content. You don't want to show that video to the insurance. That'd be pretty bad. All right, here we go. Moving through. I don't know if it's just foggy or... I don't know. After a year, I'm slowly regaining my confidence, lean into turns again. That sometimes takes time. After a traumatic experience, it could be traumatic for him. It's a spill. It's still scary. Your body remembers it and doesn't want to do it anymore. So I wonder if there was like a road surface hazard on the ground. Doesn't look like he had his hands on the brakes, just kind of lost traction. But that is definitely scary. I wonder if there was something in the road. Alright, tense moment at a tricky turn as gravel demands a split-second decision. Okay, we're going through the corners pretty fast. Buddy slams the brakes, and now we're going to have to go a little off-road. How did that person slow down that quick? You know what I mean? And why? Why did they apply the brakes that quick? Now, you can talk to your buddies if you use a Cardo Pack Talk Edge. Links in the description for 10% off. But I wonder why he slammed the brakes and there's no turns or intersections. Interesting. So hopefully he's doing fine. Go ahead and rescue that person.
What started as a regular ride
Okay,
quickly
what happened
turned into a nightmare. The rider was caught completely off guard and had no chance to react.
Oh, kind of. Oh, hits the person behind him. Of course, it was a Prius. So, time to rescue your best bud. Ooh. It's a little Honda Rebel. That's what I ride. So his right foot, right knee. Face into the handlebars. Helmet came off. Helmet came off. Hopefully you're strapping that in, guys. What's up with the music? Dude's like dying, and it's like this cutesy music. He's not getting up. Alright. Going a little too fast here. A little too fast. We have a turn coming up. Are you gonna make it? Yeah, kinda. Slow it down. Lost traction for a split second. And then was able to regain traction, but going a little too fast. So almost lost traction because we're leaning a little bit hard, so tires only have so much. So it was being used for a lot of turning, a lot of acceleration. So as a beginner rider, just kind of take it easy. You're not going to have to deal with this. Did we get hit? We're going to be riding that. Did we get hit? Alright. Street Menace dude has some issues. Okay, what do we got here? Big truck with a boat and a beard. I like it when people start that way. It's like, yeah, we're totally gonna have a good conversation now. Said he passed him barely. Like, not a lot of room. We're in our lane. We're in our lane. We're in our lane. We're in our own lane. And I get it, cause like, you know, I mean, for a car, their tire. Okay, you guys seen lane splitting and filtering, right? So I mean, like 4-wheeled vehicles. I mean, they take up most of the lane. So when you pass somebody, they're kind of close in a way. And as a motorcyclist, it just looks a little different, I guess. I don't know, but you're still in your lane. Like if your tire, like this right here. This is like the left tire of a vehicle, and this is like the right tire of a vehicle. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing as if we had, yeah. I mean, look how close his tire is. We're like, his tire is closer than our tire to the line. You know what I mean? So technically we're further away from him than he is. I don't know. I never understood that. People get angry. People get angry for no reason. All right, wet road surface. Careful with your stopping distance and braking.
Lesson for this rider.
Yeah, you're gonna hit something. Oh, that's gonna be copyrighted music. Let's go ahead and mute that. What did he hit? Looks like he hit something. No, he just kind of fell down. So probably rear tire lost traction, just kind of fell down. So maybe a little bit too much rear brake. It's a great bike to do it on, though. That's gonna be, you just pick it right back up and ride it. So we're going over here. Sharp right turn. That's what the chevrons are for. That guy up front is going a little wide. What we didn't see is how we got to this point. We didn't see that. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so we're at the straight part. That dude's way ahead. So he probably passed like everybody. We're going 74 miles per hour here. That dude's probably going 90 at least. So 90 to 100 miles an hour. We have a sharp right turn coming up. So it's hard to see because this is blocking line of sight, so you can't really tell what's around this corner. And just went super wide. So slow it down. Slow it down. Thankfully, he was able to manage it and didn't crash into the guardrail. But at this point, dude, if you're just kind of hanging out here, get onto the main road. So what you guys don't see it because you don't ever really need to go on the shoulders. There's so much debris. There's like metal pieces. There's fenders. There's all this stuff in the middle of that. Get yourself back on the lane. Get yourself back there. Stop riding on that. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Ooh, got lucky. Now you have sides of the pedestrians able to stop in time. Very good. That's not safe at all. All right. Moto Oak. Oh, somebody's pulling out. Good job kind of moving yourself in a new position for safety. So we could have just kept going straight and fighting for it, right? We could have accelerated or we could apply the brakes. We just kind of moved over into a new position for safety because we located this hazardous situation, assess if it's a relevant threat, and we navigated into a new position for safety because it's active. We just kind of moved over. That's it. Pulled in the clutch. Did fine.
What's wrong with you?
I'm very sorry, I didn't see you. I was looking from the left side.
It's okay, mate. Just check next time, okay? No, it's fine. No, you're fine. You're fine. You went that way. But just check next time. You're okay. Go ahead.
I'm very sorry. You were very lucky. They were avoided.
Yeah.
Why is everyone talking so much?
Even though the speed wasn't high, a small misunderstanding between...
What are we riding on? A little pit bike? Is this an e-bike? Sounded like a little electric thing. Well, a little... Ooh, what... Did we get hit by something? Yep, buddy hit him. I was like wondering what the heck. He's not doing well.
He was on my right.
Just gonna stare at him? Just gonna... It's like, what do we do?
What happened?
I was turning in here.
Little electric bikes.
Oh. At least for contact.
The bike's okay.
Yeah, a little electric bike.
His shoe is gone.
Surprised it was going 40.
Oh, that was actually the first crash of the day. Grom. Not a Grom. We had a guy going
Okay,
out
is it a
really
bad
hard.
crash? Okay, so there's the crash. Ooh, up and over. Head. There's the head. Hits the ground hard.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Check for any major bleeds. Not much you can do when it comes to a TBI other than keeping them safe.
He hit hard.
A big mob ride like this is going to block traffic, but still you want somebody way down there blocking and slowing down traffic.
Give him a sec. Give him a sec. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. We're right.
Well, you don't know that part.
Hey, we're right here with you, man. We're right here.
So you mainly want to check his breathing. He's already got some discoloration right here on his ribs, so I'm concerned about that. Definitely has a TBI, knocks the visor off, so he hit his head hard. I don't see any major bleeds so far. Like you'll see like starting to come out on his shirt, maybe even on his pant legs. You'll start seeing discoloration. Looks like it's wet, like right there or something. He did rip his pants. That's not good. So you couldn't have some abrasions. Hopefully no penetrating trauma. Doesn't look like there might be any, but he's got some really bad bruising right there already. And so yeah, all you can really do is check for any major bleeds. And if he's breathing, you don't need to take the helmet off. That's not a big deal here. My concern is that he's going to be like sitting like this whole time. It's almost like a left lateral recumbent position. So if he is going to start puking, he can actually puke out versus if he's laying on his back, he's going to puke in and aspirate. So that would be a concern. But yeah, just double check for any major bleeds.
With you, bro.
Let's see what he's going to do.
Take a sec. Just take a sec, buddy.
So now,
right here with
now that he's moving, and like I'm not concerned about any life-threatening issues. I'm concerned about his cervical spine, his thoracic lumbar, and all that other stuff, part of his spine. But you can see the impacts, how hard it was. I mean, full face helmet, guys. Full face helmet. Wear it.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Hey, yep. Let's
Any
sit for just a sec.
deformities? I wouldn't want to sit him up, but you know how if you like look at your legs, you kind of see like how they're supposed to look, like anybody else, how they're supposed to look like an arm. Once you see somebody with like a deformity or like an amputation or like their leg looks a little different, that's what really sticks out to you when you're like seeing strangers and like people watching. So when you see somebody else, like especially after a crash, and all of a sudden they have like an arm that kind of does this a little bit, or like their foot is like pointed this way, even though their leg is pointed this way, you start to notice that kind of stuff. And that's when you're like, hey, let's not stand him up. Let's not use his arm to pull him up, because if he has a broken arm, this is going to be painful. This is why usually when you pick somebody up, you get behind them and you lift them up from behind. You don't pick them up this way. Yeah, you got to be careful.
All right.
Yeah, so pick him up from behind. At this point, stand still with him. 2 people, 1 person on each side. There's so many people here, so this is why I'm pointing it out. Just like this, stay right here. Someone behind him, somebody in front of him, and stand still for about 10 to 15 seconds, at least. At least. His blood pressure at this point could be really high or really low. We don't know that. But if it is low and he stood up real quick like that, guess what happens? You're going to vagal down. You're going to lose blood pressure to your brain. You're going to have a syncope episode. You're going to faint. Okay, you're going to have an issue there. And if nobody's there to catch him, he's going to hit his head again. See how he's getting a little wobbly? You see how he's getting wobbly?
It's over here.
He's got a TBI.
Here,
He's
right
got
there.
it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Just take a sec, bro. Right here. We're gonna load it up.
You want to take the helmet off?
There's a truck that's willing to help us. And it's time to hop on and go. Miller time. What up, bro?
If he continues to ask, like, where's my bike or what happened, like every 5 minutes, he's got a TBI easy.
Yeah. Head up, buddy. Seems to be like he's back together, though.
All right, here we go. Almost crashed and I fell off. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, somebody's pulled out next to us. Look forward. Look forward. Pay attention. Oh, practice your U-turns. Are we going to dump the bike right here? Oh, good. Practice your U-turns with the Smart Rider games, guys. Links in the description. Side stand? What's the problem? Yeah. Oh. That could be dangerous. That little leverage, if you fell down, you put your arm out and it got caught between the curb and the bike, that little bit of leverage, brake radius and ulna. You freak accidents, guys. It's like right on a track. This is where you want to do it. Look at the runoff. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. But we crashed and we're not off the side of a mountain. It's perfectly fine. Oh, a little side swipe. Damaged cars, the video shared with both. Okay. Not a big deal, but intersections are a hazardous situation for motorcyclists. Just like this, so you want to be paying attention. Side of the vehicle. Oh, let's go ahead and go back a little bit. I'm blocking the way. Side of the vehicle. Watch out for that. So if you start to see that, start positioning yourself better, accelerate out of that, or kind of like slow it down before entering that, just in case they do that. Same thing here. I didn't see these red lights, so we ran the red light probably. Oh, good job applying the brakes, but our buddy almost didn't do that. Now it's green. Got very lucky. So pay attention, guys. Talk to each other on your cardos. We have a side of the vehicle right there. Okay, they're pulling out. You're going to have to swerve left. Very good. Handled it. Handled it. Moving on. It happens. It happens. In a car, you're able to apply the brakes pretty easily, but on a motorcycle, you have to swerve for the most part. Oh, okay, uncommon thing. Found the escape. Go back a little bit here. So we're coming up to here. So position for safety. We found the new position off to the right. Now, as a motorcyclist, we can do that. On a car, we're kind of screwed unless you want to go off-road. But he just really stuck it right here. So that's really good. That's really good. You're going to have to do that, guys. You're going to have to do a red stage maneuver. You have to swerve out of the way in case this happens. All right, so what do we got here? We got a raven coming out. Oof. Usually pretty smart animals. Okay, we're going in and out of traffic. You know, it was an open lane pattern. We're doing the same thing. We switched lanes. We switched to the left lane because we didn't want to be stuck behind that vehicle. This is an open lane. So we went to the open lane, and then we were going to go to this new open lane because we don't want to be stuck behind this vehicle because we're going faster than that vehicle. They did the same thing because they don't want to be stuck behind this vehicle. And then this is where motorcyclists tend to get really pissed off. Like, oh, you cut me off. It's like, no, we're all doing the same thing. And you were just speeding, though. Like, you were speeding. And then that red car is going to probably want to switch lanes because it's black car. 120, okay. Probably kilometers an hour. Blind corner overtake. I had to stop taking the apex of the curve to throw myself towards the rails and prevent this madman from killing himself, his partner, and me. Yeah. 360 awareness of that. We're going double the speed limit. Saw the 50. Little Suron. Careful when you're passing people on the right. You never know. And I don't know if this is going to be copyright music, so we're going to do that. What, it honked at you? Okay. Not a big deal. What are we dealing with here? Like, is this what makes it to Motostars videos where people have like a little bit of an inconvenience? Somebody says something that you don't like.
Call them. Okay, I'm gonna call the cops. For what? Because you're irregulars all over the place. What do you mean? I'm trying.
Okay, so thank you so much, Motostars, for posting that video. Guys, make sure you click the like button, grab a slice of pizza, and I'll see you guys next Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We do another live stream. I'll see you guys later. Oh, man. Yeah, because that's like the last. I don't want to see them arguing. That's dumb. That's dumb. Let's just hang out for a little bit. It's not Friday. It's Saturday today. Elad, it's okay. I'm doing good. I'm tired today. I don't know. I had a tough week. But got a lot done, figured it all out. Tough conversations. But I'm drained. I'm kind of drained. It's Sunday, the year of her. I'm just kind of drained. Stella's doing fine now. Like I was thinking about that. She didn't poop this morning, so I want to make sure she actually goes outside. Colitis, Giardia, whatever. Something's happening. She's on Fenben, the anti-parasitic. She's on Metro something, which is it's not an antibiotic, it's an anti-parasitic. It has antibiotic properties. Anti-nodular medication. Just, I've been learning to trust myself and the bike and letting it lean. That's been a hard, it's tough. Dog. Stella's my dog. She's my 11-year-old dog. She just turned 11 a couple days ago. I'm gonna be taking her to Sedona next week. Next week, I'll be in Sedona at this time. So I'm hoping to like really kind of get her on the mend before we go. So yeah, it's a great name to yell at the park. What a great name to yell at the park. What breed is she? She's like a mutt. I got a DNA test, but basically she looks like a small terrier mix. Small little terrier mix. She's about 30 pounds. Not big. Not big. Yeah, that's where I liked Stella Artois back in the day when I first got her, so I named her Stella. That's where it came from. Yeah, just overall just kind of like it was a tough weekend. I mean, it really wasn't until like Sunday. And then just Sunday to Wednesday. Just been a lot. Thursday, Friday was better. Just overall, I'm ready for this week to end. Honestly, I like this month. I'm kind of waiting for this month to end. Then I'll have like a better idea. I'll have a better idea of how things are in life. I keep watching your videos for probably 3 years now, appreciating educational content, dreaming about riding one day. 2 days ago, I passed my theory exams, and now onto the practical driving. Entwine, nice. Fugazi news. We did 2 videos. Yeah, time is flying by fast, but like, I like to know. I don't know. I'm supposed to like, I don't know, focus day by day, but I know I need a vacation. I've just been stressed about a bunch of stuff, and then today's gonna be a nice easy day. I'm gonna edit some of these videos. I'm gonna do it at home. I'm gonna edit these videos at home, and then just kind of relax. I need to make some decisions about a few things. See you later, Fugazi. It's good. That's good. Go do your thing. Yeah. But guys, I'm gonna get going. I gotta get going. We're just kind of hanging out now. But I'm gonna go ahead and edit those videos, take care of a few things. I've got some drill booklets to send out. I'm gonna clean up a little bit in the apartment and kind of just process a few things. Just a lot on my mind. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.